Okay, so in this video, we're going to put together our cute little octopus cookie box, okay? And I just want to mention something here. The box itself is made up of these pieces here, okay? You've got all these pieces for the bottom. This is the bottom of the box because it's got a taller wall. This is the top of the box because it has a shorter wall. These circular pieces are going to cut out with this, okay, so you know that this is the top and this is the bottom. Now in this video, I'm only going to show you how to put together the top. The bottom is going to go together the same exact way, okay, so I do not need to show you that twice. So as long as you can put the top together, which we're going to do, you're going to be able to put the bottom together as well, okay. So the first thing we want to do is actually kind of just take this and train it a little bit. And I'm holding it here. I'm putting it between my fingers and I'm basically bringing my fingers up. And what that's doing is kind of creating a curve, okay? So we're trying to establish that little circular feel for this piece, just so that when we do finally make it round, it stays nice and round. Okay, so now we've got a really long tab here. You can see there's a little score mark there, okay? So what you want to do is you want to put glue on this tab, and you definitely want to get glue right up to that score mark. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to glue this piece right on top there, just so that it butts up to that score mark. Okay, you kind of want these teeth to have some sort of continuity, so it's almost like one seamless piece. Okay, you're going to do the same exact thing with the bottom. Okay, and then for this here, we're going to do the same thing. Just put glue here. And then just make sure that you get it right up to the edge there. If you have to use your finger to kind of bring some of that back, that's fine. And then go ahead and make sure that you've got it butted up right against that score mark, and then you have that continuity with the little teeth there, the little tabs. Okay, so there is the, I guess, wall of the lid. Again, the base of this thing is going to go together the same exact way. Okay, now it may not be totally perfectly round at this point, but that's okay because we have a little liner piece that's going to help us ensure that this thing stays a nice and round shape. So what we're going to do is we're going to take and push these teeth down and get them into place. Okay, and we're going to take the little piece with the L on it and we're just going to sandwich it in there. Just pop it right in. Okay. And that's going to create the lid. And we put the liner in there because it's just so much easier to, now that we have that in there, what I'm going to do to make my life easy is I'm just going to lift these teeth up, okay, and kind of just in one motion, I'm going to try to get glue. I'm going to try to get glue all the way around here. Okay. Now, I have this Fisker's mat, which allows me to kind of get a little messy with my projects here, because I love saving you guys time. If you can make these things efficiently, but precisely at the same time, I think you'll be more likely to come back and try more projects. So I just put a whole line of glue all the way around, and now I'm pushing in from the outside, and I'm pushing down from the inside to get this liner to stay in place. Okay, now that doesn't always work out perfectly. As you can see, I got maybe half of it. So I'm going to go in and just kind of touch up a few of the areas here. Get some glue on there and just push it back down. Now you could, and I normally, what I'll do is I'll put glue on each individual tab so I don't make a mess like this. Sometimes this works out for me, other times it doesn't. So if you don't want to make a mess like that, you can just put glue on the little tabs like that and then push those down, flip it over and push down from the inside. Okay. And I'm just going to go in here and clean up the ones that didn't take by just putting glue on the individual tabs. So this goes pretty quick. I mean, it is a paper project, so you can't expect it to be instantaneous. You got to put a little bit of love into it, but it's very rewarding. It's very meditative. I keep bringing that up to people that I talked to recently on the fact that I just enjoy working with my hands and kind of spacing out and making things with paper. It's just really fun. Okay, so I'm just going to give that a few extra seconds to really get a hold. Okay, there we go. Okay, so, and don't worry about the mess, okay, because that's why we have this piece. This piece is going to go right on top and cover all that up, which is why you can do that one line of glue and get away with it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you want to put a really thin line of glue on this interior piece here, this inside section. And then you want to get a nice fat line of glue, but not overly fat. Okay, and then what I like to do is take and kind of smear that out and make it flat. Okay, and just at this point, take our lid. So again, the bottom of this is going to go together the same exact way. Okay, and just push that down. And I'm going to show you a little trick here in case one of your sides doesn't sit properly, or if it doesn't look as good. It's a really cool little trick that's going to make all your stuff look perfect. This kind of looks like a little piece of cake without frosting. It's kind of giving me a sweet tooth. Okay, so let's see here. Yeah, that looks pretty good, except that I got some glue on it. So I'm actually kind of happy with that, but I'm going to lift this up on purpose, okay? If you end up with something like that, what I'd suggest doing is just taking some paper, putting a little bit of glue on there. I like to use a spatula, or I have a Silhouette pick-me-up tool. This is all I had handy. You can just go ahead and just kind of touch up little areas by just adding glue where you need it, and then immediately just pushing and holding that down and making sure that it really holds. Okay, so give me just a few seconds here and I'll show you what that end result will look like when we touch it up. Okay, so you see how much more seamless that is. Okay, so that looks a lot better. Okay, so we have our lid, and again, the bottom goes together the same exact way. And I've got this purple piece here. Just gonna go ahead and glue that down. I'm going real thin on this here, trying to get some glue out to those little scalloped shapes, just to make sure that we don't get anything lifting off the edge there. Okay, I'm just gonna center that. Just like that. Okay, and then all that's really left to do is put our little octopus together. Okay, and it's kind of a cyclops, actually. Okay, so you've got this yellow piece, you put the blue piece, you glue that on like that. Okay, and we actually do have some score marks on here to help you with the alignment. Okay, so your octopus is going to go like that. Okay, and then we have his eye. We got his eye. You can make his eye point wherever you want. We have his little fin. Actually, I think that's his tooth. Nope, this is his mouth. Okay, and we have some white pieces that get glued onto his fangs like that. And I do believe that this is his fin. It is. Okay, so there you go. And again, the bottom is made up of pretty much the same exact pieces as the lid, and that's going to go on, it's going to go together the same exact way as the top, and you have your cute little octopus cookie box.
Stay on top of all things Dreaming Tree and engage with us today. Get the latest news and enter in our giveaways on Facebook. Get inspired by following us on Pinterest. Be the first to see our new product launches on Instagram. Do you prefer Twitter? Yep, we're there too. Watch our beautiful product trailers and assembly tutorials on YouTube. For more information, visit www.scanncut.com. www.3dsvg.com. Live, craft, love, and dream.